Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My name is Misty, and this reading is for July, maybe like the 12th through the 25th-ish. So it's around the full moon lunar eclipse. Partial lunar eclipse is taking place in Capricorn, your sister sign. All right, my earth signs, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My name is Misty, and I work with the Tarot and Oracle decks. So this is going to be taking place in your 9th house, which is all around what direction you're taking, your spiritual direction, your philosophies, the way that you think. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what we get for you guys. Ooh, good ways. All right. So the first thing we get is your direction that you're taking. It's the arrow card. And I mean, I just feel it. It's funny. I just feel it like shooting out of like your crown, just like coming out. And so here's this higher perspective, this way of looking at things. Yeah, definitely 9th house. I didn't look what house your Mercury retrograde was in. I was hoping that I would, but I didn't. Mercury retrograde is the 8th of July this month, all the way through August 1st. So, wow, I love this. So the way that you're thinking about the direction that you're taking, and you know, where's the mark at? It seems like you missed it. It seems like I'm pulled to this spot here, and it seems like here was the mark and you just woo, or something like that. Like maybe you're not seeing the mark clearly. There's some confusion about the direction that you're taking, and that's going to be coming into clarity, you know? How are you walking your path? How are you getting there? And are you choosing the direction that is actually correct and in alignment for you? So this partial lunar eclipse, there's this ripeness, there's this fullness, there's something to come to birth about your direction. But I feel like this eclipse wants to take some stuff away that doesn't serve you. Take some stuff away that doesn't work for you. So it's a time to step back. It's a time to really reassess what's happening for you in your spiritual direction and get ready for a wider perspective through the letting go process that you have going on. You have the circle card here as well. And, you know, I guess what really comes up is what parts of you feel unworthy to hit the mark. Here's the mark, and there's all these hands around it, and it's like it's having to battle through the hands to get to the hands. And so, you know, do you feel unworthy for hitting the mark? Do you feel like you can't hit the mark? And what is in the way? What ideas, what thoughts are in the way I see this on the child card, really beautiful card here. But you see this, how she's got this covering over her? It's almost like she can't see completely, not able to see, not able to hear completely. Yeah, you're supposed to be listening. There's something listening. There's something in the silence of listening. So there's wisdom in not getting what you actually want. There's wisdom in that. So there's a higher perspective for you. And there's voices that seem like many voices of doubt, many voices in the thought process. Maybe there's some stuff from the childhood that still is blocking you from being able to see forward and see the way things are going. That feels pretty strong there. And something new, something creative, something where you might be working with others, some sort of new spark, some blessing. Something wants to come in to be reborn, to be rebirthed, to become the child. So these areas, these first two cards, the arrow to the circle, are areas where things are off. So we pull these first two cards, and that's how I read these. These ones are off. These are what we're working on fixing. And then these next ones are where we're headed and what's being rebirthed. And so I see a new opportunity, a freshness to be reborn. And I'm really getting spirit guides. I'm getting that your allies, they feel very, very like they want to come in and they want to work with you, and they're asking you to find the space of stillness within inside of you so that you can listen and that you can hear them. This is such a beautiful card. I mean, look, she's seeing, she's coming through here's an animal spirit, an animal guide from the other side that wants to come in and wants to talk with you. So wants to pull you to a higher perspective of your life direction, wants to pull you to a higher perspective, and that sort of witnessing and unfolding comes through the letting go. So let the truth come out through the stillness, following the bliss of really what makes you happy, like what makes you feel really good. What are old habits that you've held on to in the way that you think? And you know how Tauruses are, they will set their directions and then just go. And you're being asked right now, hold on, Taurus, step back, reassess, relook at everything, and let's not have our head down, but let's open it up. Let's open our head up and look around with a fresh pair of eyes. A fresh pair of eyes. And this is a course correction. This is a directional changing. The arrow is moving and bringing it into alignment with what is in your heart and what is in your mind and your soul, and bringing that into alignment. A lot of times success, what I'm hearing is success can be blocked through doubt, through a lack of faith in the divine, in the higher intelligence. And so it keeps us from even making the movements forward that we want to make, to head to where we want to go, to do the things that we want to do. And so having that faith to actually take the action, to know that this day that you are guided this day, and that the actions that you take will have an outcome later. And so make the actions, be willing to take a different action this time in this season. Be willing to look at the steps that you're taking and go, is this the pathway I want to walk down? Is this the way that I actually want to go? Do you want to release those old habits? Okay, so we're going to pull some tarot cards. I always get excited. I feel like there's some truth that wants to come out somewhere. Some nurturing, some soul nurturing. Yeah, just some soul nurturing. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yeah, misalignment of values somewhere. Your values, some of your directions aren't in actual alignment with the values that you have. Yeah, so here you are, and maybe you're really comfortable among all your things. I know how Taurus is with their stuff and their house, and they love to feel good and be surrounded with their stuff. And so there's this groundedness. So maybe you're feeling really, really good in that space. But there's something that's keeping you from your deeper wisdom and going deeper within yourself. There's something that is holding you back, but there's a journey that wants to be set out, but there's this cloak of old stuff that almost feels like it needs to be thrown off. Like I feel like the hermit here needs to throw off his cloak, just throw it off completely and grab that potential, grab that opportunity, grab that new thing that is coming in with this new perspective. Yeah, there's some of you, there's a lot of creative energy, a lot of creative force wanting to come through you as this letting go through this eclipse takes place, and you're setting out on a new adventure. And here you are setting out on the new adventure. It's a very Taurus card. It's a young earth sign. Very Taurus card. Here you are offering what you have to the world in a different way, in a new way. And it might be a little immature. It might not be completely there. And that's okay. We're going to draw 3 more cards. Let's go a little bit deeper for our Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising around this full moon, partial lunar eclipse. Too many cards. Pull those out. A little bit deeper here. What skill set? What knowledge? Yeah, what skill set? What knowledge do you have to bring forth into this world? There's, just that creative force energy that seems to be going on. And then there's the struggle that you have obviously been doing, that you've been choosing to do. Whatever the struggle is, it definitely seems to be your choice to make the struggle. It's your choice to make the struggle. Page of Wands to Nine of Wands. And so now we get to look out over our environment and look out over what is happening from a higher perspective and from a different perspective. And some of you are starting a business, a new business, something different, or maybe you just tweak what you currently have. But yeah, definitely something new. That's it both there, but it's just a new perspective, a wider. See, I was like looking out over everything. So in the silence, in the stillness, you can listen and see with less reactiveness. You can see where this directional change in your life is coming in, and it is ripe and pregnant and ready for you to step into that new embodiment through that letting go of shedding the old cloak, shedding the old ways of thinking, shedding the whatever that is that's keeping you outside the light, and returning to that childlike wonder, that beauty, the play. It looks beautiful. All right, Taurus, love you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys at the new moon in August. Bye. Wait, it is actually the new moon at the end of July. It's going to be coming through 11:11 Eastern time, but it is in Leo at least. So, all right, blessings.